From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides in the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Shreya Savijay, and today, in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give a glimpse of our country's diversity. India celebrates a number of festivals throughout the year. While few festivals are celebrated with equal zeal and enthusiasm across the country, others are restricted to a particular state or area. One among them is Bonalu, an annual festival observed in the state of Telangana, mainly in its twin cities, Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Take a look.
Decked in traditional attires and carrying Bonalu on their head, women in Hyderabad city of Telangana throng to various temples of goddess Mahakali to celebrate the most auspicious Bonalu festival. During this occasion, Mother Goddess is worshipped in regional forms like Maisama, Pochama and Yalama. Though the festival was observed with grandeur and pomp around the city, but still devotees made sure to adhere to all COVID-19 norms.
हमारे पूर्वज हमारे समाज के बड़े बुजुर्ग लोग कुछ बीते हुए 50-60 साल से ये माता को पुरानापुल ईसवीन नगर से ये माता का झूला और उसके माता का बोनम लेकर हम लोग हर साल पैदल गोलकुंडा के लिए माता को जाकर हम समर्पित करते हैं। और इसके अंदर हमारे पूर्वज करते थे, मेरे को करते हुए भी 20 साल हो गया। ये हमारे समाज से ही नहीं, मैं हर समाज से भी यहाँ पे लोग आते हैं और ये माता का झूले के साथ, इसको बोनाल बोलते हैं हैदराबाद में, और ये माता के झूला के साथ सभी लोग गोलकुंडा किले तक पैदल चलकर माता का आशीर्वाद लेते हैं। और माता को हम गोलकुंडा किले के ऊपर चढ़कर माता को ये झूला और बोनम समर्पित करके आते हैं।
Celebrated in the month of Ashad, Bonalu is a reflection of Telangana's rich culture and traditions. Every year, one could see a number of women marching towards the temple of goddess Mahakali to mark the occasion. Observed on 3 different Sundays at different places in the twin cities, Hyderabad and Secunderabad, the festival's origin traces back to the 18th century. It is believed that the festival was first celebrated over 150 years ago following a major cholera outbreak. At that time, military battalion from Hyderabad, which was then deployed in Madhya Pradesh Ujjain, offered prayers to goddess at Mahakali temple there to get people rid of this menace. And when people got relieved, they started this tradition of installing an idol of goddess Mahakali, which is followed by offering Bonalu to her.
कोरोना जैसी बीमारी आज इस दौर में पूरी दुनिया में है और पूरी दुनिया को झकझोर के रखी है। ऐसी ही बीमारी तेलंगाना के एक दौर में मलेरिया के नाम पर निजाम के दौरान आई थी। ये बोनाल बनाने का मकसद भी यही है कि बीमारी को दूर निकाल के फेंकना।
Intended to ward off coronavirus and usher in peace, this annual festival is also considered a thanksgiving to the goddess for the fulfillment of vows.
It is been said that a small man can cast a very large shadow. This saying has been brought to light by a Catholic businessman from the southern city of Udupi, who has built a Siddhivinayak temple as a gesture of religious harmony between the two communities. India is home to a number of different religions that reside peacefully with each other. Several examples of people from different communities performing noble gesture for each other could be spotted all around the country. Setting a similar example of religious harmony and brotherhood, a Christian businessman in Udupi city has built a temple dedicated to Lord Siddhivinayak.
ಇದು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆಯವರ ಸ್ಮರಣಾರ್ಥಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರ ಸಹಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಯಾರು ಸಹಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಇವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಮುದುಕ ನನ್ನಿಂದ ನಡೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವುದು. ಅವರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆಯವರ ಹೇಳಿದೆನಲ್ಲ, ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆಯವರ ಸ್ಮರಣ ಹರಕೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನು. ಜಾಗ ಅದು ತಂದೆಯವರ ಜಾಗ, ಬೇರೆ ಕಟ್ಟಡದ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವರದ್ದೇ, ಅವರ ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆಯವರದೇ ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ.
77-year-old Gabriel Nazareth has spent his working years in the city of Mumbai and therefore attributes his success to Siddhivinayak. This temple is made on 20 cents of land and is gifted to the Hindu community by Nazareth as a gesture of religious harmony among the two communities. The temple has a beautiful black idol of Lord Ganesha which is 36 inches in length. Made with a total budget of Rs 2 crore, this temple is constructed in the memory of his parents, late Fabian Sebastian Nazareth and Sabina Nazareth. The construction of this temple was managed by a 3-member committee including engineer Nagesh Hegde and Gabriel's friends Satish Shetty and Ratnakar Kukian.
ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂಬೈಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂಬೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಸಿದ್ಧಿವಿನಾಯಕ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಭಕ್ತರವರು, ಅವರು ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದರು. ಸಿದ್ಧಿವಿನಾಯಕ, ನಾನು ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋದ ಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವಂತ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಗ್ರಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತ ಅವರು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಊರಿನವರೆಲ್ಲ ಭಕ್ತಾದಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಕೋರಿಕೆ ನಮ್ಮದು, ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಒಂದು 7-8 ತಿಂಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದು ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಒಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಡಿಲೇ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದು ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಕಲಶ ಮತ್ತು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೆರವೇರಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
After doing odd jobs, Nazareth started a metal dyeing workshop and became a successful entrepreneur. He now has his units at 3 different cities. Now, a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
Forest Department in India's eastern Siliguri city of West Bengal recently introduced a plant ambulance to deal with the oxygen crisis in the city. The initiative has been taken by the state's Baikuntapur Forest Division to mark the week-long Van Mahotsav or Forest Festival across the state.
Climate change are going on and the temperature, earth surface are heating up and the trees are very less over here because of the urbanizations. So if we can plant more trees and people can plant more trees in a social way, so it will definitely generate some oxygen, extra oxygen.
India is aiming to increase its forest area and green cover to 1/3 of its total land area by 2030, up from about a quarter, as part of its commitment to reduce carbon emissions and meet pledges made under the Paris Climate Accord. Pink booth has been set up in Udhampur district of Jammu and Kashmir to help women get inoculated without any hiccups. With the pink booth being established at District Hospital Udhampur, women were able to keep their discomfort aside and turn up in good numbers to get the shot.
यहाँ का एटमॉस्फेयर बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल है. पहले मतलब बहुत हौच पौच था, बट अब क्या है कि यहाँ पे वुमेन के लिए डिफरेंट कॉर्नर है, सो हम बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल फील कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे आके. फीमेल्स के लिए बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल रूम है ये, और सेपरेट रूम बनाया है स्पेशली फीमेल्स के लिए. पहले वो डिस्कम्फर्ट फील करती थी, जेंट्स भी थे, फीमेल्स भी थी, मगर अब ऐसा नहीं है. फीमेल्स के लिए स्पेशली ये रूम बनाया गया है.
The federal government aims to inoculate all of the country's estimated 944 million adults by December. Temple elephants in southern India's Kerala state began their month-long wellness camp at Vadakunathan Temple. The elephants are ritualistically relieved from daily chores for a month-long restorative treatment called Anna Yutu. Anna Yutu literally means feeding the elephants with specially prepared food, which is known for its high medicinal value. This medicinal concoction is regarded as vital for enhancing the well-being of elephants. The formulation is administered to the animals to protect and improve their health during the monsoon months when they are not taken for any temple processions, of which they are an essential part, and are provided with full rest.
And now we'll take you to Tripura, where people of different communities celebrated the festival of Kharchi as a gesture of the religious bond shared between them. Take a look. Secularism is one of the many key features of India as a nation. Indian citizens from all walks of life, backgrounds and communities have proved time and again that there is nothing about religious harmony and brotherhood. One of the greatest and common show of brotherhood in the country is that citizens from different communities actively participating in each other's festivals. A recent example of this bond of brotherhood was seen in Tripura, where citizens from different tribal communities participated in Kharchi festival.
দেখতে আসি ছোটবেলা থেকে তারপর আস্তে ধীরে ধীরে বড় হইতেছি আমরা নিজেরা আনন্দিত উপভোগ করতেছি মেলাতে আসি দেখতেছি এরকম স্নানের ঘাট অবধি যায় এখানে গুরুবার সকালবেলা তারপর এখানে সে মন্দিরে ঠাকুর বসানো হয় এখান থেকে সবাই ওই দিন থেকে আজকে খার্চি মেলা শুরু হয় শুরু হওয়ার পরে এখানে তো মনে করেন জাতি ধর্ম নির্বিশেষে সবাই খুব মানুষ আমরা একত্রিত হই খুব আনন্দিত হই খুব মেলা হয় এখানে জাঁকজমকভাবে হয় দেখতে খুব সুন্দর হয় সুন্দর লাগে আমাদের একটু দেখি ঘোরাফেরা করি কিন্তু গত বছর থেকে এই বছর অবধি যে সেরকম জাঁকজমকটা হয় না আমরা মনে একটা দুঃখ লাগে আর কি কেননা এই যে করোনা পরিস্থিতির কারণে আপনার এই মেলাটা 2 বছর ধরে একটু বন্ধ আছে তো এইখানে আমরা ঠাকুর দর্শনটা করতে পারি না আর কি
Celebrated on the day of Ashar's Shukla Ashtami, which falls in the Gregorian month of June and July, the festival is celebrated for peace, prosperity, harmony and well-being of Tripura. What makes the festival special is that, despite of being associated with the indigenous tribal deities, all its rituals are performed according to Brahmin Hindu traditions. Normally, in Hinduism, broken head images of gods and goddesses are never worshipped. But because Tripura is called as Land of 14 Gods, citizens of Tripura, including Hindus, worship these 14 head images on the day of Kharchi. Therefore, Kharchi being a tribal festival witnesses mass participation of Hindus and other non-tribal communities from all parts of the state, thus showcasing the communal bond between its people.
এখন তো এটা কোনো বিশেষ জাতিসত্তার নয় সমগ্র ভারতবর্ষী সমস্ত বিশ্বের যারা হিন্দু ধর্মে বিশ্বাসী তারা সবাই আসেন দেখেন এবং এটা এখন একটা মিলন ক্ষেত্র
It is examples like these that showcases that India stands united despite of all its disparities and diversities, and every day in this beautiful land is nothing less than a festival. Whenever we hear Jammu and Kashmir, we are quick to picturize Srinagar, Pahalgam, Gulmarg and some other common destinations. But the places where the real beauty of Kashmir lies are yet unexplored. To unravel these beautiful offbeat destinations for the tourists, authorities are taking a number of initiatives. The latest one in the row was the 3-day festival that was held in the Gurez Valley of Bandipora district.
Surrounded by snow-capped mountains and meadows of pine, fir and deodar, Gurez is a beautiful valley located in the high Himalayas about 123 kilometers from Srinagar. Though considered as one of the best tourist spots in Jammu and Kashmir, the valley has remained secluded and unexplored due to lack of exposure. But recently it got filled with vivid colors of joy and exuberance as it hosted a 3-day-long festival. Organized by the Tourism Department in collaboration with local administration, the festival aimed at highlighting the culture and heritage of Gurez Valley.
जे.एन.के टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट जो है बहुत सारे इनिशिएटिव्स लिए हैं कि जो हमारे अननोन या लेसर नोन डेस्टिनेशंस हैं वहाँ पे टूरिज़्म को कैसे और जो है वो बढ़ावा दिया जाए। इस हवाले से गुरेज़ हमारी एक बेहतरीन डेस्टिनेशन है जहाँ पे न सिर्फ की सीनिक ब्यूटी है बल्कि यहाँ का जो लोकल कल्चर है, यहाँ का म्यूज़िक, डांस और यहाँ की जो सीनिक ब्यूटी है वो काफ़ी जो है एक आकर्षित करने वाली चीज़ है। यहाँ पे एडवेंचर टूरिज़्म के लिए देखेंगे आप, यहाँ पे जो है फ़िशिंग के लिए देखेंगे आप, यहाँ राफ्टिंग देखें आप, या यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे ट्रैकिंग एंड नेचर वॉक्स के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा माहौल है। इस चीज़ को जो है वो बढ़ावा देने के लिए, उस चीज़ को और भी जो हमारे टूरिस्ट हैं उन तक पहुँचाने के लिए हमने एक जो फेस्टिवल जो है यहाँ ऑर्गेनाइज़ किया है।
For 6 months from November to May, Gurez is completely cut off from the world due to heavy snowfall. And this is something that makes it such a tranquil and striking place to visit. During the Gurez festival, visitors not just got an opportunity to discover the unexplored landscapes of the valley, but also got to know about its culture and lifestyle. They visited the various stalls set up by different departments including animal and sheep husbandry, handloom, sericulture and handicrafts, and evinced keen interest in the products on display. Local residents lauded authorities for organizing the festival, which is bound to increase the influx of tourists along with economy.
गुरेज़ में जो फेस्टिवल गुरेज़ फेस्टिवल हो रहा है, इससे हमारे जो टूरिज़्म को फ़रोग मिल रहा है। हम टूरिज़्म डिपार्टमेंट और डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के काफ़ी मशकूर है क्योंकि उन्होंने इस तरह का फेस्टिवल करके यहाँ की इकनॉमी को बढ़ाने के लिए एक बड़ा कदम जो उठाया है। इससे हमारे होटल्स हो, चाहे हमारे दुकानदार हो, चाहे और कोई तबका हो, मजदूर तबका हो, इससे उनको फ़ायदा मिला। यहाँ पर आने से, टूरिज़्म आने से हमारा जो कुछ पैंडेमिक की वजह से बहुत मुश्किलात हुई थी हमें यहाँ पर, उसे बाहर निकाला। जो हमारा जो साइकोलॉजिकल हमें एक दबाव था कोरोना की वजह से, उसे बाहर लाने इस तरह के इवेंट्स करके और हमारी इकॉनमी को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। ये एक अच्छा खुशाइन कदम है।
To make the festival livelier, a cultural event was also organized wherein dancers dressed up in traditional attires grooved on the beats of Kashmiri music, enthralling the audience. Different clubs of Gurez presented their performances in various local dialects, particularly Sheena, Dadri and Pahari.
यहाँ के जो जवान यूथ, उनका टैलेंट जो है, चाहे वो फोक डांस हो, चाहे वो उनका म्यूज़िक हो, उसको उभारने की कोशिश करें ताकि जो यहाँ पर्यटक आए उनको एक नई चीज़ देखने को मिले और एक नया एक्सपीरियंस लेकर के वो यहाँ से चले जाए।
With such events organized on regular basis at various offbeat destinations will not just lead to their inclusion in the itinerary of tourists but also bring a revolution in the tourism industry of Jammu and Kashmir.
Next, we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section World in Focus.
Yokohama city is located at a 30-minute distance from Tokyo station. One can also reach there by train from Haneda airport. It is a beautiful city that attracts visitors who enjoy various events and exciting recreational facilities throughout the year. Despite COVID-19 pandemic, the city has developed another major attraction. From April, Yokohama city started operation of Yokohama Air Cabin. This is the first ropeway setting in city area.
世界でも珍しいと思うんですけれども、リチウムイオンバッテリーを積み込んでおりまして、それに伴いまして冷房装置というのがついております。それと夜間照明用の電源も確保しておりますし、各種安全装置というのを電源を持つことによって設置することができます。
Yokohama Air Cabin carries passengers from landside Sakuragi station to the harbour area back and forth. Passengers enjoy beautiful scenery from air cabin in their 5-minute ride, which is functional from 10 am to 10 pm. The rope covers a distance of 630 meters one way on a height of 40 meters. It is constructed as barrier-free. Along with the barrier-free construction, The cabin has a technology that protects from bacteria and viruses. The battery is charged in short waiting terms. Lighting decoration also pleases the eyes. French artist Olivier Grostet has created an installation titled The Furnace Bridge that has brought the dream of the great Italian sculptor Michelangelo to life. An illuminated 18-meter long cardboard bridge suspended by 3 large white helium balloons is floating above the Tiber River, delighting passers-by who stop to take pictures of the unique picturesque installation. The bridge connects the Renaissance building that houses the French embassy to the gardens in Villa Farnesina in Trastevere. It was inaugurated on the evening of July 13, the eve of France's Bastille Day, and was dismantled on July 18, after which the cardboard was recycled. Okutama town is located at the northwestern tip of Tokyo. It is a popular tourist destination known as the backyard of Tokyo. A 90-minute ride on the train from Shinjuku station, many visitors come here to enjoy a number of adventure sports like kayaking, rafting and hiking. Along the river, there are many resting stops like restaurants, shops and cafes offering light meal and refreshment.
東京都内からだいたい1時間から1時間半ぐらいでの場所でございまして、東京の西の外れですね。ご覧の通りこういった緑に囲まれた非常にいい場所でございます。やはりこの多摩川のね、奥多摩の自然に囲まれた水のいい場所でございまして、この水がお酒造りには大変重要なポイントなんですね。
The area has many water sources like Lake Okutama, which is a source of water supply for Tokyo, providing a total of 180 million tons of water, of which about 20% of the water is used by the citizens of Tokyo.
緊急事態宣言がもう3度目ですかね、結構あるので行動が制限されますけど、都内でなかなかこういう渓谷の緑と水が楽しめるところは少ないので貴重ですね。時々来させてもらってます。
In the clear water, the reflection of the trees and the surrounding mountains could be seen. People bring their kids to enjoy water activities or choose to walk along the river to have a relaxing experience.
都内から車で2時間ぐらいで来れて、魚釣りとかいろんなイベントが楽しめて、大人も自然の中で癒されるっていう貴重な場所です。近所の公園ですとか、あとはうちの場合は結構自転車で行ける範囲の公園を練り歩いてそこを散策したりとか、近所の川でザリガニ釣りをしたりとか、そういうふうに楽しんでます。
Okutama has a vast area of 225.53 square kilometers, which is 1/10 of Tokyo, and is mostly separated by mountains. It is a perfect destination for family and tourists to have a relaxing experience in the lap of nature.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@nin.com. I'm your host Shreya Savijay, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.